Hello, and welcome to our weekly devotion, where we share this one thing from our Revised Common Lectionary for Sunday, April the 25th. My name is Pam Maston. I'm one of the associate pastors here at First Presbyterian Church of Fort Lauderdale, and thank you so much for joining me today. Our text for today is one of those passages we cling to, even for those who may not claim to be religious or affiliated with a church. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That's the first line of Psalm 23, part of our lectionary text for this morning. Most people seem to be able to either recite Psalm 23 or at least mumble along as it is read in public. It's a favorite text of many and probably the most often quoted text at funerals and memorial services. And am I the only one who repeated Psalm 23 throughout the pandemic, especially as the number of cases and deaths increased? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. This one thing for today is that the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not want. Really? I don't know about you, but I want what I want. The Lord is my shepherd, but I shall not want? I want people to not get sick. I want to know that surgeries work and people get healed. I want children to have 3 meals a day and safe shelter and clothes and health care. I want to see my parents without worrying about the threat of getting or giving the virus. I want to see the worry on people's faces go away. I want what I want. Do you want what you want? The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The psalmist is talking about living life, trusting God, the Spirit of God, even though things are not looking good. When emergency surgery is a last-ditch effort, I will trust the Lord. Even though things aren't going my way, trust God. God's got it, and God's got you and me. Psalm 23 is a prayer of trust. It's a call to trust God, a call to God saying, I trust you, and I place my life in your hands, your way, not my way. Thy will be done, not mine. We read Psalm 23 at memorial services or funerals or at the bedside when a loved one is dying because it gives us comfort. It helps us to accept the reality of death. When we read Psalm 23 at a funeral or in any other season of distress, we are saying that we are hurting and we share our confession of trust. God, I'm not sure what's going on with the pandemic, but the Lord is my shepherd. I may be struggling to make ends meet, but I will not lack. Storms and hurricanes and tsunamis may come into our lives, but God will lead me beside still waters. I may be confused, hurt, and broken right now, but my soul will be restored. In Psalm 23, the psalmist reminds us that our circumstances are temporary, and there is more to the story, because God is our comforter, our provider, our sustainer, and our redeemer, all the days of our lives. This psalm is a wonderful reminder and perhaps one of the most comforting pieces in all of Scripture. But I wonder, what if we read Psalm 23 not only at memorial services, but in our daily lives? I believe it can help us to trust God in our everyday lives, perhaps with more peace, more comfort as we go through the seasons of life, even things like a worldwide pandemic, cancer, losing a job, or even a loved one. Friends, when people are going into emergency surgery, they know it's a last-ditch effort. Same for our soldiers on the front line. Trusting God is all they have. Friends, what if we trust God every day? Psalm 23 may just be the right prescription in these swirly times we live in. Friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Stay healthy, and we'll see you on Sunday.